From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting, originating from the County Administrative Center located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue, Bakersfield, California. Kern County's vision is to create and maintain a customer-centered county government designed to garner the confidence, support, and trust of the people we serve. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Board to reconvene. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Peters.
Here.
Supervisor Scrivener.
Here.
Supervisor Maggard.
Here.
Supervisor Couch.
Here.
Supervisor Perez.
Here.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to the Tuesday, March 29th, 2022, 9 a.m. meeting of the Kern County Board of Supervisors. We will begin today's meeting with a flag salute led by Supervisor Couch. And please remain standing for a moment of prayer, silence, or meditation, whichever you prefer. Thank you. Please be seated. All right, next is our pet of the week. And Nick Cullen, our Director of Animal Services, is not able to attend this morning with our pet of the week, but we still do want to introduce you to Skeeter. And we're going to put that on the screen. Thank you, Madam Clerk. So Skeeter is our Board of Supervisors pet of the week. Skeeter is about a 3-year-old Corgi mix, and he was brought to Animal Services by a Good Samaritan this past Thursday, who found him while he was out on a hike. He has a ton of energy, he loves to play with other dogs, and is very good at chasing after a thrown ball. As for bringing the ball back, he needs a little bit of work on that. But Skeeter will be available for adoption tomorrow, but is available for the right foster family today. And I'd also like to announce that Animal Services is hosting a free spay and neuter clinic for Button Willow and the Lost Hills area residents on April 7th and April 8th. So unincorporated Kern County residents can call 661-868-7146 to make an appointment, or they can email spayandneuter@kerncounty.com. So that's spayandneuter@kerncounty.com. So good luck to Skeeter. All right. Okay, so now we are going to consider the consent agenda. And for those who would like to follow along, agendas are located in the tables near the doors for anyone who would wish to do so. So all items listed with a CA above the item number are considered to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion. If a member of the audience wishes to comment or ask questions regarding an item on the consent agenda, they may do so prior to a vote being taken. A member of the board may remove any item from the consent agenda, and it will be considered in listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the board concerning the item before action is taken. A member of the public may also comment on any closed session item, and so I will read the consent agenda items now. Starting on page 2, we have items 4, 6, and 7 on consent. On page 3, all items 10 through 16 are on consent. On page 4, all items 17 through 24 are on consent. On page 5, all items 25 through 31 are on consent. On page 6, all items 32 through 38 are on consent. Page 7, all items 39 through 44 are on consent. On page 8, all items 45 through 52 are on consent. And finally, on page 9, items 53 and 54 are on consent. So I'll ask if there's any members of our audience that would like to make a comment on any of the consent agenda items. Okay, seeing none, I'll return to the board for any comments, questions, or a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman,
Supervisor Couch.
could I don't know that we need to actually pull this for separate consideration, but we received an email about item 12, and I saw Ms. Bedard was here this morning. I wanted to give her a chance to respond to those comments or questions if she would like. I don't know if we want to pull it for separate consideration, I can do that, or if you just want to allow her to.
I think we can just allow her to make comments on it.
Okay, thank you.
I don't see anyone that was here from the public that wanted to pull it, so in light of that, we'll just ask Ms. Bedard to make the comments. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. What this item 12 on the agenda is to simply extend the grant agreement with the state for the purchase of elections equipment. This is amendment number 2. Previously, there was an amendment number 1, which reduced the match from 50% to 25%, but that was approved by your board in 2019. So this does not affect any actual fiscal effect at this point. It's simply extending the grant period. Any purchase of equipment would actually have to be approved by your board. There are separate line items in the budget, so the actual equipment purchase is not involved in this item. This is simply extending the grant term.
Supervisor Couch?
No, I appreciate that. Are we purchasing any in this budget, just out of curiosity? The upcoming budget?
Well, next year's budget hasn't been approved.
I understand, but will it?
In this year's budget, we've been purchasing. Last year, we purchased most of our equipment was ordered last year because there was, at that point, they actually had temporarily reduced the match to 0. So we did purchase a lot last year. That was primarily as far as vote drop box for vote by mail drop boxes. It was for equipment at the poll sites as far as e-poll books and also extractors for vote by mail. It was a lot of equipment for vote by mail.
Thank you.
Thank you. So any other questions or comments on the consent agenda from the board?
Motion on consent.
Second.
Okay, you have a motion and a second. Please cast your votes.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, that takes us back to page 2 on our agenda. We do have a few ceremonial items under resolutions and proclamations. I'm actually going to take item 5 first, so the team can get back to school. And this is, of course, a certificate of recognition honoring Garces High School men's soccer team as the 2022 State CIF Southern California Division III champions. And Supervisor Maggard will make this presentation. This does not require a vote.
Hi, fellas. Good morning. Good to see you all. Come on up. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Brazilian soccer icon Pelé popularized the phrase, "the beautiful game," to describe the game he played so well and loved so much, the game of soccer. I'm honored this morning to recognize the Garces Memorial High School men's soccer team, whose play on the pitch this season was not only beautiful, but earned them a CIF state title, their second state title in just 4 years. Let's clap for that first. This season, the team had an overall record of 21 wins and just 1 loss, and a tie, scoring 96 goals against their opponents and allowing just 10 goals the entire season. Who are the goalies on this team? Didn't have much to do, apparently. Yeah. Involved in a handful of plays the whole year, and that's something. I know that's not how it works. Following regular season play, they outscored their opponents 24-2 in the CIF Central Section playoffs to win their 4th consecutive CIF Central Section championship. Earlier this month, after beating teams from Los Angeles and Orange counties in the CIF state playoffs, they went on the road to play San Diego's Francis Parker School for the Division III state title. They won in what has been described to me as someone who was attending the game, and you have a major fan here in Ryan Alsop, our CAO. It was described as a dominating performance. This was their 3rd CIF state championship game appearance, and again, their 2nd state title in just 4 years. Quite an accomplishment. The team is coached by Hassan Halivi and Robbie Gauk, and led by senior team captains, twin brothers Palmer and Fletcher Bank, both of who are going to go to Stanford next year. Good for you. Good for you. You're going to sing in the choir at Stanford, though. Is that what they? Yeah. No, they're going to play soccer, actually, at Stanford. The Garces boys soccer team finished this season, this is very impressive, ranked 18th nationally, number 4 in the state, and number 1 in the central section across all divisions. That is incredible. The Garces men's soccer team finishes the season, I just said it ranked 18th in the country. That is incredible. On behalf of the entire Kern County Board of Supervisors, I would like to congratulate the team on their state title and an exceptional season and present this certificate. So who's going to take it? Fletcher? Hi, Fletcher, one of our captains. Let me just read this real fast. It says, this is presented to Garces Memorial High School men's soccer team. Recognition of and congratulations on winning the CIF Southern California Division III State Championship and for exemplary public service and civic contributions to the community and to Kern County. We are grateful for the good name you're giving us and the way you present us as you go went about your business. Signed by all the members on this 29th day of March. Congratulations, and would you like to say something?
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
Great.
Real quickly, I would just like to thank the Board of Supervisors for being able to recognize our team. We couldn't have done this without our amazing coaches, our amazing Garces administration, and our amazing Garces families for just continually supporting us and believing us this season. I'd also like to thank you to our teammates. They've done an amazing job this season, persevering, hard work. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Ryan Alsop. He and his son came to pretty much every one of our games. He's one of the biggest Garces supporters. It's very cold out in the winter season. Came to every game, even came all the way to San Diego, trekked it all the way out with us, and we're so thankful for you. Thank you so much.
Very good. Let's you form up for a picture. There, I think you have a Garces photographer. You got to get way closer though, unless it's a really wide lens.
Take them out.
1, 2, 3. Congratulations, fellas. Thank you. That it? Okay, thanks. I'll shake hands with you. Have fun back at school? It's almost time for lunch, right? Congratulations. Happy Congratulations, yeah. Congratulations. Thank you. Well, thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Happy Blitz. You get 3 handshakes in a day. Congratulations again. Thank you.
All right, congratulations once again. Now we'll go back to item number 1. This is a resolution honoring Roy Sekine, Department of Child Support Services, upon his retirement with 31 years of dedicated service to the County of Kern, and Supervisor Peters will make this presentation.
Thank you, Chairman Scrivener. I'd like to make a motion on item number 1.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please cast your votes.
Thank you. The motion is approved. 4 ayes, 1 absent. Supervisor Perez.
Good morning, Chairman Scrivener, members of the board. It's my honor today to recognize Roy Sekine on his retirement after 31 years with the county. 31 years? Wow. And I'm just over a year into this. That's I can't imagine 31. Yikes. So Roy Sekine began his career as a Departmental Systems Coordinator 1 at the Kern County Library beginning October 29th, 1990, and subsequently promoted to Senior Information Systems Specialist on November 23rd, 1996. And while serving at the library, Mr. Sekine installed the first public internet terminal at the Beale Library implemented the Netscape browser throughout 30 Kern County Library branches, and helped migrate from card catalogs to electronic checkout systems, in conjunction with a library consortium allowing Kern citizens to check out books from San Joaquin County libraries. And on February 17th, 1997, Mr. Sekine transferred to Bakersfield Municipal Court. On August 31st, 1998, Mr. Sekine transferred to the Kern County Department of Child Support Services, where he promoted to Local Area Network Systems Administrator on November 24th, 2001. And Mr. Sekine played a vital role in several program changes, including helping to develop the Kids Child Support Program, implementing the state's CASES Child Support Program, and finally converting to the statewide Child Support Enforcement System in 2008. On April 23, 2011, Mr. Sekine promoted to Technology Services Supervisor, where he successfully coordinated migration to the statewide Office 365 program and was responsible for the installation of video conference equipment for the Family Justice Center. Mr. Sekine played an integral role in the department's move from 1300 18th Street to 3701 North Select Avenue in Bakersfield, requiring installation of servers and computers to ensure a successful opening of the new location in January 2019. In 2020, Mr. Sekine was awarded the department's Values Award for teamwork for outstanding support to both on-site and remote workers, ensuring efficient customer service during the COVID-19 pandemic. And Mr. Sekine has earned the utmost respect and admiration of both peers and colleagues. His service to the Department of Child Support Services will be greatly missed, and he has wished the best in his future endeavors. And now, therefore, it is resolved that the Board of Supervisors of the County of Kern, State of California, does hereby honor and commend Mr. Roy Sekine upon his retirement with 31 years of dedicated service to Kern County. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Next up, I would like to invite Ms. Liz Chavez up to share a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, Chairman Scribner and members of the board. Today, it's my privilege to recognize Roy for his 31 years of service to the County of Kern. As I prepared to come down here today, I was reminded of a poem regarding the dash. If you've heard that poem, it's usually said at someone's funeral, at their eulogy, right? It's the dash of their life, of what they lived between the time they were born to the end of their life. And I thought, that's usually, they're not here to hear what you're saying about them. So I'm going to take this opportunity to fill in and talk about Roy's dash. Roy's dash is much more than what was just read. Roy's dash has been one where he has been an integral part of not only our department, but of team members' lives. He's been there to support us. He's our photographer, both on and off of work, and he's done a lot of great things. But most of all, he's a true friend to those that he meets, and we are really going to miss Roy. Something that a lot of people don't know, and even staff members in our office don't know, is that one day we were in a brainstorming meeting, and we were talking about our department and the vision for the department, and what do we stand for as an organization, and what does our service bring to the community? And Roy, because he has a very strong voice, just shouted out, we're here to help families create a better life for their children. That became our tagline for our purpose statement. And it's what we focus on every single day within the department. And that's who Roy is. Roy is a person that gives his 100% in everything that he does. When you meet him as a friend, you know you have a friend for life. And we're going to miss Roy. On his last day in the office, we put together a little video, because he told me he didn't want any attention, but as you can see, that's not the way it worked out. And we had a celebration for him, and I asked people to give some videos and pictures of things that we've done with Roy and experiences that we've had. We had to cut it down, but it ended up being a 10-minute video of Roy and his contributions to the organization, and that was just a little snippet of what he's brought into the office and how he's become part of our family. I have a special relationship with Roy. We've been through some things together, and I'm very grateful for that relationship. I want to say thank you to Roy for his heart of service, his passion, and because he's a person that speaks his mind. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Ms. Robin Foster, representing Congressman Kevin McCarthy.
Supervisor Scrivener, Chairman of the Board, board members, thank you for inviting us to be here this morning. Roy, may I call you up?
Right here?
Yes, please. Roy, it's my pleasure to be here today representing Congressman Kevin McCarthy to present you with this congressional record statement. As you know, the congressional record statement are remarks made by members of Congress on the floor of the House, this one by Congressman McCarthy, recognizing your years of service and friendship. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And next, I would like to invite Ms. Jessica Jansen, representing Supervisor Vince Fong, or excuse me, Supervisor Assemblyman Vince Fong. Don't get any ideas, Vince.
Good morning, Chairman Scrivener, members of the board. It's my honor to be here on behalf of Assemblymember Vince Fong to honor and congratulate Roy on his 31 years of service. But what we heard earlier was that we are not just recognizing him for 31 years of hard work. We're also recognizing him for 31 years of commitment, dedication, and love that he brought to the county of Kern. And that spreads all across our community. So, Roy, congratulations, and it is an honor to present you with this resolution.
Wow, thank you.
Good morning, Chairman and members of the board. My name is Vivian. I'm here on behalf of Senator Shannon Grove, who's also on the reso. We wanted to thank Roy for giving the residents of Kern access to all the public libraries. He was the sole IT person for all 30 branches at one point, and he really brought us into the future. He connected the entire state, and then he moved on to provide support services for so many families. But it's his heart of gold, it's his humility, and his just commitment to service and just keeping all things beautiful and pure that we're so appreciative. And with that, congratulations on your retirement, and I'm so happy to see that you've already been enjoying it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity.
Lastly, I'd like to give the man of the hour, Mr. Sekine, a chance to share a few comments.
very short. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. I won't make any jokes for fear of getting slapped. It's a little joke, sorry. I want to thank all the supervisors. When I was a kid, I worked for David Couch's mom when he was a tennis pro, so we go back a long ways. I started out as extra help at the fire department, so I want to give special thanks to Chief Tom McCarthy, who hired me as extra help ISS. Another special thanks to Assistant DA Dan Sparks, who recruited me to the DA's office to help move the child support division from Truxton Extension down to the 18th Street location. So thank you, Dan Sparks. And another special thanks to Margot Raison, whose sage advice has kept me out of trouble for the past 31 years. And all the people that helped me throughout these years in every department, ITS, library, courts, DA, and child support. So I want to thank everybody in Kern County. Thank you for the opportunity for working for the citizens of Kern County. And that's it. Thank you.
Supervisor Couch.
Roy, congrats. Mom was tough, but she loved you and your dad. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice seeing you guys.
Congratulations, Roy, and thank you and enjoy your retirement.
Thank you very much.
Okay, item number 2. This is a resolution honoring Cynthia Mister, Department of Human Services, upon her retirement with 30 years of dedicated service to the County of Kern, and Supervisor Perez will make this presentation.
Thank you, Chairman. Proclamation motion, please, on number 2.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Please cast your votes.
Thank you.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
Goodness, I'm mad at you. She looks too young to retire. I said, I'm mad at you. Okay, ladies, you want to come up and join me? This is an incredible privilege. It's a resolution, Chairman, thank you for your time and attention, members of the board. It's a resolution honoring Cynthia Mister for 30 years, 3 decades of incredible service to Kern County. Cynthia Mister, Human Services Supervisor with the Department of Human Services, retired from the county on March 26, 2022, after three decades, 30 years of dedicated service. Cynthia began her career on February 12, 1990, my first year in high school, at DHS as a typist clerk 2, and worked in the department until 1997. In 1997, she worked 3 brief months for the county personnel office before returning back home to DHS, where you belonged. In 1999 and 2000, Cynthia was promoted to Eligibility Technician 1 and then 2, where she was assigned to the CalFresh and Medi-Cal division. Cynthia was again promoted in 2001 to Eligibility Tech 3, where she then became an active member of California chapter of National Eligibility Workers Association. In October of 2006, Cynthia received a well-deserved promotion to Human Services Supervisor and was assigned to the Cal Learn Unit, then later the Quality Control Unit in 2013. Throughout her tenure here in the county, she has worked closely with local partners and has taken great interest in assisting pregnant and parenting teens in the community. That's God's work. It is no surprise that Cynthia was recognized as Employee of the Month in November 2017 for her exemplary leadership and direction of the Quality Control Unit. Cynthia's exemplary hard work, commitment, dedication, and loyalty to DHS and the entire county has earned her the deep respect and admiration of both peers and colleagues. I know that DHS will have a really hard time filling her shoes. But all of us here at the County of Kern wish her the absolute best in her retirement, and we thank her for 30 years of truly exceptional service to the families of Kern County. Ms. Cindy Utes, it's an honor and privilege today to present to you this resolution honoring and commending Cynthia Mister upon her retirement with 30 years of dedicated service to the County of Kern. I know you have a few words and that you'll present this, but thank you. And thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Supervisor Perez, Chairman Scrivener, and members of the board. My name is Cindy Utes, and I'm the Chief Deputy Director of the Department of Human Services, and I am really proud today to present this beautiful resolution to Cynthia Mister upon her retirement of 30 years with the department. And when you say 3 decades, that really means something.
Sure does.
And I first started working with Cynthia when I was the manager over the QC unit, as was mentioned, and Cynthia was a supervisor, and this was a very prestigious position to hold. Our QC unit is where the state reviews our cases and to establish our error rate. And so with Cynthia at the helm in the past 4 years, Kern County, we've been #1 in our error rates in the whole state of California.
Wow.
So kudos to Cynthia and her team, as well as our program staff on reaching that distinctive honor. And Cynthia told me today that she still wonders how we're doing. She's been off for a little bit for vacation, and she wonders, well, how are our error rates going? And so she still cares deeply about the work that she did for our department. Some of the comments received about Cynthia: she's really nice to work with, she's very helpful, she provided great customer service, she's positive, easy to work with, and very knowledgeable. And as you'll see when she speaks, she's a very nice lady, wonderful to work with, and she is indeed going to be missed in our department. And I'd like to invite Cynthia up to say a few words and present her with this beautiful resolution.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. I really can't believe how fast this 30 years have went. I can still remember the first day that I started with the department, but I am grateful to have had the privilege to have worked for such a wonderful organization. My whole time with the Department of Human Services has just been a blast. I've met many wonderful people and mentors. Some of them are sitting in back there that I've worked with for a long time, and it's going to be bittersweet retiring, but I know now it's time for me to do something else a little bit fun. I've done enough at work, and I've worked in numerous positions that I've really, really enjoyed, but now I'm ready to retire and live my best life. But thank you for this worthy and noteworthy recognition. I truly, truly appreciate it.
And you're still young enough to enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations. Okay, item number 3. This is to proclaim April 2022 as Donate Life Awareness Month in Kern County, and Supervisor Couch will make this presentation.
Motion on the proclamation.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Please cast your votes.
The motion is approved. All ayes.
You got to get in the photograph. Okay. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, it's my honor today to present a couple of proclamations. And I'm going to read one. They both read the same way. I'm going to present one to Jessica Banuelos. Am I saying that right? Banuelos, okay. She represents One Legacy. You've all heard of them. And I'm going to present one to Lori Malkin. She represents JJ's Legacy. It's an entity that she started, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. And back there also is Charles Pruitt, who's a recipient of a liver transplant brought about by JJ's Legacy?
One Legacy.
One Legacy, okay. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Before the meeting started here, I came down here and I met the three of them. I met Charles again. He's been before us a few times. And I said, he told me he'd received a liver transplant. And I said, how long ago was that? And he said, 2,783 days. And that kind of brought it home to me that it's each and every day of life that you receive from people who are caring enough to put that little dot on the back of their license, and in a horrible scenario, donate their organs. Which, by the way, is 7 years, 7 months, and 13 days. He also included that. But that really brought it home for me, Charles. So let me read the proclamation and tell you a little bit about JJ's Legacy, and you all know about One Legacy, and Jessica can speak to that. They both read, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Kern, State of California has officially proclaimed April 2022 as Donate Life Awareness Month in Kern County, and this recognition has been entered in the official board minutes, signed by our Honorable Chairman, Zach Scrivener, and it's dated today, March 29th, 2022. How did JJ's Legacy come about? I've known Lori for a long, long time, and this story always amazes me. Her son, Jeffrey Johns, passed away March 1st? March 1st, 2009, from a tragic accident. He passed away at Kern Medical Center. But after that, after he passed, the family was given an opportunity or asked would they like to donate his organs, and they had never really discussed that before. But they felt like it was the right thing to do. I think he saved 5 lives, and even through tissue donation, about 50 others have been recipients. And that prompted her, they wanted to do something to raise awareness in the community of organ donation. They had their first golf tournament, JJ's Legacy Golf Tournament, which, by the way, is an extremely good golf tournament. I played in it. You take real good care of the people that enter. They did their first one, and that has sort of, that whole experience, if you can imagine that, taking that experience and turning it into something as positive as JJ's Legacy. It's always amazed me that, Lori, that you've been able to do that, and I admire you for it. So I'm going Who would like to go first? Okay, Lori, let me present this to you, and you can say whatever you'd like to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. It's nice to be back here again, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, and to the Board of Supervisors. And you know, JJ's legacy, we started in the name of my son, and then through the community for the last 12 years, we've been able to raise lots and lots and lots of money, over $3 million, to be able to give back to all of our recipients and to the community that's waiting for life-saving transplant. We work with all the dialysis centers, and we work with the hospitals and the transplant centers to be able to give financial grants, transportation. And so we're just really thrilled that we can support our community, because the community has supported us as a nonprofit. So thank you so much, and I love this. This is so sweet. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Banuelos. I am the Donation Development Coordinator to Kern County, so I represent all 11 hospitals in the area. So today I'm honored to be here on behalf of One Legacy. Thank you for the support in Saving the Mission for issuing the proclamation declaring April Donate Life Month and encouraging our constituents to sign up to donate life. April is Donate Life Month, and I'm sorry, this is my first time. Donate Life California, to register in the Donate Life California Donor Registry, and talking to your families about the opportunity and importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation. One Legacy is your federally mandated designated organ procurement organization that oversees the greater Los Angeles area and is really proud to serve Kern County. There are over 106,000 individuals currently waiting for a life-saving transplant. The waiting list is unfortunately continuing to grow. Unfortunately, 20 people die each day waiting for a life-saving transplant. 20% of those waiting actually reside here in California. In Kern County alone, we were able to save 81 lives in 2021 through organ donation, and 21 alone just this year. As well, thousands of lives are touched by tissue and cornea, giving the gift of sight and mobility through donation. Thank you for your tireless commitment to donation and transplantation. It truly takes a village to give the gift of life, and we are proud to the continued partnership in saving lives in Kern County. I'm specifically very proud to represent my community that I grew up and was raised in, and to be able to serve the hospitals that I visited as a young kid. And with that being said, I want to introduce Chuck Pruitt, who is one of our One Legacy ambassadors and is a liver recipient.
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, I am pleased to be here today. This is the third time I've appeared before you guys since my transplant. As Supervisor Couch said, that was 2,783 days ago. And I can almost tell you to the minute how long it's been, but I won't go into that kind of detail. It's kind of significant for me to be here today on Vietnam Veterans Day. As you can see by my hat, I am a veteran, and I want to take a minute or a second to remember my fellow veterans from that time, both men and women. We didn't get the kindest welcome home when we came back from halfway around the world, but we've moved past that and live our lives. One Legacy played a significant role in my being here. In fact, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be standing here. They were the in-between, the go-between from the hospital where my donor was treated to the hospital where I was on life support waiting for a new organ. And as part of my gratitude, just a small, tiny bit of gratitude that I can have to pay back for that great event that happened. I volunteer as often as I can to these things, just trying to spread the word that we need more donors, and we especially need donors in the minority communities, because that is where the greatest need is. Most of the waiting lists, especially the kidney waiting list, are made up of people from the African American and Hispanic communities, because they have the greatest incidence of need and the least amount of people that are registered donors in their groups. So please, if you guys know anybody that thinks that they can't be a donor, please tell them to just go ahead and sign up anyway. Get that pink dot on your license. You know, you can make a difference in someone's life. Thank you.
Thank you all. Next is public presentations. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons to address the board on any matter not on this agenda, but under the jurisdiction of the board. Board members may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed. They may ask a question for clarification, make a referral to staff for factual information, or request staff to report back to the board at a later meeting. Also, the board may take action to direct the staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. So I'll ask if there's any members of the audience who would like to make a public presentations. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes, and we ask that you please state your name. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Sheriff Donnie Youngblood, members of the board. It's an honor to be here and watch employees that have been here 30, 40 years being honored. We do it a little differently in the sheriff's office. We lost a valued employee 3 weeks ago to another department of the county. We made sure that she had a beautiful cake before she left. And on the cake, it said, "You're dead to us." So we do it a little bit differently. We lost another one to DHS this morning. I wanted to invite each member of the board to our academy graduation, which will be Friday at 1 o'clock at Frontier High School. If one of you, we have 27 deputies that are graduating. If one of you would like to say a few words to that academy, we would be appreciative of that. I think it's a time for this board to send a message to the members, especially the new members of our department, how important it is, the job that they do and what they have been through. We will start another academy on April 11th. It will be a much smaller academy as we didn't get that many applicants. It'll be probably half the size of this academy, and I don't know how many of those will finish the process and graduate, but that one is right behind on April 11th. This afternoon on the agenda, there will be it's on consent at this point, continuation of the $25,000 signing bonus for lateral transfers into the sheriff's office. We still have had 0 takers that we've completed. We do have 10 new lateral transfer applicants that we're going through the process of backgrounds that will be eligible for that, and we hope that works. It's $25,000, as you know, over a 5-year period where they have to meet certain milestones to get that. We've also recently added, thanks to the CAO's office and their cooperation, a $5,000 moving stipend for people that live more than 50 miles from our office, so that would help laterals to come into our county and start a job. We are trying to sell Kern County as the place that it truly is. We're one of the best kept secrets in the state of California, but nobody knows that except us. We're also working on a program that will interest each of you, that when a deputy sheriff agrees to live in, say, Ridgecrest or Fraser Park, we're looking at a way to pay for their rent or house payment in those areas if they live in the community that they serve. We all know that community-oriented policing is based on being a part of the community, and right now we don't have a lot of that. So we're being innovative. We're looking at ways to make this more successful, because we keep losing more than we're gaining. The bad news is, as of today, we're still down 141 deputy sheriffs, 113 detention deputies, and 104 civilians that we're trying to hire to fill the gap to help us offset. I know that each of you received the phone calls from your 20% of the county about staffing, about lack of deputy sheriffs in your community. Trust me, I get it from 100% of those people. Emails, phone calls every day, upset that they don't have the number of deputy sheriffs that they are authorized. And it's disheartening to say, I agree with you 100%. We're working on a plan to make this more successful. I can't tell you how hard the CAO's office is working with us to help us get over this hurdle to where we could gain more than we're losing. Fiscal year since July, we've lost 48 deputy sheriffs and we've hired 24. Now we're graduating 27 this week. That will put us, what, +3? But we still have until July 1st that we're going to lose a lot of deputies. So last year we were -33. We're going to be in the minus this year. But we're doing everything that we can to be innovative, to recruit people, to fill the positions of the most honorable profession, in my opinion, that there is. The fire chief's back here, he'll disagree with me, but that's okay. First responders truly are the people that make our lives successful and safe. You know, the sheriff's office and the fire department are probably one of the few departments in the county that haven't been off work for 2 years. We've come to work every single day, not working from home, and they don't get the acknowledgement that they should get from our communities. You know, I can tell you this, 95% of our community supports us. There's a 5% out there that have a very loud voice that make it seem like they're not appreciated. But we get more and more every single day of people saying thank you for what you do. And on behalf of the members of the Kern County Sheriff's Office, thank you for what you do. And we work in one of the greatest communities that we could. And with that, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Sheriff. Supervisor Perez?
Donnie, thank you, and I just want to let you know I'll be there Friday.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you for the invite.
Certainly. Anybody else? Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public speakers? Okay, seeing none, then we'll move on to board member announcements or reports. Supervisor Couch.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll go quickly, but I have a few here. We received a letter from the California Association of Park and Rec Districts, and they're recognizing Kern County. They're giving us, I think it's called a Legislative Leadership Award, and I just wanted to bring that to light. I'm told, and I don't have any reason to, I guess, to doubt this, we were the only county in California that shared our COVID relief funds with special districts. And they want to recognize us for that. They understood that was a big deal. All the districts up and down the state recognized what Kern County did for the special districts in Kern County. So I just wanted to bring that to light. Mr. Alsop, I know we received and filed these, we have received and filed these letters, the ones that came from the City of McFarland, the McFarland Unified School District, and the McFarland Park and Rec District, or Rec and Park District, all regarding the McFarland Library and what, so I want to make sure that I refer that. I don't recall if I've done that yet. I think we've just received and filed the letters. I want to refer that whole issue to you and your team, and I'd like to work with you to see if we can, we need to get them an answer. So I just want to publicly refer that to your office. And I want to ask if we could have a conversation about a couple of different bills pending. I don't know the status of them exactly in the legislature. There's a bill, AB 2494, creates a redistricting commission only in Kern County, and I would like us to have a discussion about that, flesh that out a little bit, see if that's something we would like to take a position on. And there's another bill that would exempt highway safety projects from CEQA. Now that might, and when I tell you what highway safety projects are, you're going to be sort of astounded that they're, the CEQA even comes into play. I mean, I'm literally talking about rumble strips, skid-resistant surfaces, improvements for pedestrians or bicycle safety, pavement and shoulder widening. So I'd like us to also have a discussion about that if we could. Again, Mr. Alsop, that's AB 2719. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor. Any other board member announcements or reports? Okay, seeing none, that takes us to the conclusion of our agenda this morning. We do have 3 items to consider in closed session, one under County Administrative Office, item 55, and items 56 and 57 under County Council. So I will now entertain a motion to adjourn to closed session.
Motion.
We are adjourned.